Whistle. Here.
What is it with you and whistles?
What?
Literally, you exploit the fuck out of that shit.
Well, monster was far as fuck, so I had to call it over.
You're worse than a soccer referee.
You know what? That bitch was all the way over on the other side of the map. I needed him over here. Shit. Alright. He loyal as fuck
There's no need to explain, man. We know you like blowing.
Oh fuck. It's a mommy. I really don't feel like fighting that. How am I gonna steal that shit? How the fuck did you see me all the way over here? Is it gone? Shit. Oh, that's not okay. Let me get that egg, bruh. Nope. Fuck that. Nope. Oh shit. Where is it? Yeah, I'll steal it later. You said the stream was up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll go steal that Davos egg later. Oh. Alright.
Okay. I still want to try the survival mode thing.
You want to do it the other hour? Or...
No, I mean, say I still haven't tried that.
Oh, okay. You haven't made time to try it out yet.
No.
Yeah, I'm probably going to get PlayStation Plus next weekend. So we could probably team up and do that for a stream.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
If only Brian would put up $10 to participate, but
Nigga, you know I can't have that shit. Fucking I'll get kicked out if I do that.
I still don't get how you get kicked out.
Because my mom thinks it's gonna draw people to the fucking house because, oh no, I'm putting myself out there. If you're gonna do it at your own house. But then again, that shows how little she knows about it.
Yeah, we get it.
That's my point. It's like she's not even going to know that you're online playing multiplayer.
That's an even stupider risk because if she comes in here and sees that, then she's gonna literally take the PlayStation and throw it on the pavement and break it.
How the hell is she going to know that you're playing multiplayer?
I don't know, I just have this paranoid feel that at some point she's gonna eventually catch me off guard, like she always does. You know, come in here and be like, what are you doing? And, you know, she'll see it, somehow figure it out, then take it and throw it in the fucking pavement.
We get
Unless
it.
she understands how gaming works, how the hell is she going to be able to differentiate between single player and multiplayer? All she's going to see is just characters running around the screen. How the hell is she going to be able to tell that you're playing with us?
That is true.
He has a point.
She does.
I mean, even my mom wouldn't know.
You
I've
just
explained a
sound
lot of
really
stuff.
paranoid right now. That's
It's just simply because of the fact that there are times when I thought I could get away with this type of shit, and, and it just backfires. And, I wind up with nothing later on. So,
I mean, we
What
get it.
exactly
If you
are
don't
you
want to
saying?
risk it, then okay, go for it. But I still think you're being a little too paranoid.
maybe sometime in the future I'll try that out, but yeah.
Okay. Uh,
Mm.
I'm just curious. What did you do in the past that she figured out and you got in trouble for?
A lot of things.
Specifically,
There was that time where I thought I was slick saving shit on the computer and I had it locked and she somehow found out about it and found it. And I was like, how the fuck did she break in here and find it? Then, there was a time where, um, I thought I was, she said, oh no, you can't use the computer and this and that. And she's like, but my sister and everybody else could. So I would use it during the night because I literally had no access or privilege to it. And this was around the time we got internet. And so I pretty much would do it like at what, 1 o'clock when they're out cold. And I would clean up any trace I had, but eventually she would come back in here and find out what I was doing. Or she would catch me off guard and be like, what are you doing? Or what was that? You know, it's just a lot of things she has caught me off guard with that makes me paranoid about it. Because despite how much she doesn't know, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out when I've been caught by the look on my face or any little sign. That's all she needs. That, and she can actually,
a
go ahead.
computer is a computer. Most people know how to properly operate a computer. I mean, my mom isn't exactly the most tech savvy person in the world, but she understands about, saving files, downloading files, websites. So I got in trouble for a whole
Hmm.
bunch of shit I wasn't supposed to be doing. But she doesn't know a thing when it comes to video games. Outside of
Yeah,
just
she
watching
did
what it
not.
looks like and how it's projected on the TV screen. But she wouldn't know what the hell I was doing unless I told her.
Does it now?
So unless your mom grew up playing video games, which obviously I'm gonna go
Nope.
ahead and say she didn't, she's not gonna know anything.
Yeah, that is also a thing.
You
Yeah.
again.
Then, but there's also the fact, can you do it without, what is it? Can you just play PlayStation Plus and pay for it by getting a card or buying a card and doing it? I heard you could do some shit like that.
Yeah, they sell cars like at Best Buy, GameStop, or even Amazon, where they give out digital codes and
So,
let you buy it.
is your
How
father on
much
one of
do
the
those
days now?
last?
1 month I think is $9.99.
I might do
Never
that,
recalled anything
but
like
that's if
this.
she normally doesn't look into my shit anyway, so yeah. But yeah, I probably could get away with that. But even then, she fucking hates when I try. I even tried to do that. And she was like, yeah, no, I don't want you doing that either. And then I was like, she doesn't look in my bags or do anything like that anymore because, I'm buying it with my money. But there's always that one-off chance she will or something could happen.
You don't
But
want this.
I can't pull it directly out of my account because she also has access to that for the time being until I get my shit together.
Yes, to defend the honor of his father, Shiva, and got his
But
tusk
that's
back.
for other purposes, anyways. But
So what do you
yeah,
think once the Final Fantasy 15 multiplayer comes out?
honestly, I hadn't thought about trying that. I was thinking about looking into it, but I don't know. The only multiplayer I was really caring about was just playing fighters with Judy. That's the only thing I wanted, and I was gonna try to explain that to my mom. But the moment I tried to, she literally just went off on some damn rage talking about, I don't want you doing that. What the fuck did I say about doing that? I told you I don't want to fucking do that because you'll draw people to our fucking house and we don't need that. And if you want to do that, do it at your own place. Get your own place and do it. I'm like, okay, I'll just drop it. Fuck it.
Not for sale.
And she is 20 times paranoid for some reason this time around, just for no reason.
What? Don't get me wrong.
Well, you're
Decent
screwed.
technique on the lift. But I'd like
I've
my
been trying
finish
to
back
tell you
first,
this,
please.
but like, I could probably do the car. I could, but I'll probably might go in the Best Buy and look at that. But I'll let you know if I do that. Anyways, no. That's why I don't. She tends to go to the extreme. So and with her being as paranoid and crazy as she is nowadays, I really would not rather risk it and just be okay with what I got until that day does come and I can do it myself.
I got another question. Why
Hmm.
the hell did you look to go to school like out of state or like somewhere outside of this? Was there a reason why?
I'm pretty sure you know what you're getting at while asking that question.
Okay, so why
For
didn't you?
one, you said why didn't I go to school somewhere outside?
Yeah.
Well, for one thing, my mom thought it'd be, well, the both of us thought it'd be better if I did it closer to home. So that way, if I fuck up with the money or things don't go right, like they did the first time, I could just straight come back home and there wouldn't be any money, really lost or anything big gone down.
Oh,
Cause,
please, man. The technology nowadays, money is a like 5 second wire transfer away. She just wanted to keep controlling your ass, and you let her.
you know, uh,
He
I
might have
will
a
say
point.
though, she did say no, despite how paranoid she is, she wouldn't control my life. But at the same time, I am aware as to what she's doing. But it's like, what can you do living into her household? You know what I mean? Well, I suppose I could ask her about it, but I'm pretty sure I'm getting nowhere besides if you're gonna do something like that, do it when you're on your own shit.
Better than nothing. Here we go. Just back to
Case in point, until you move away, you're completely fucked. So we'll just focus on Uncharted moving forward.
Hmm. It's funny how she says she's free, or she's like, if I come and ask her, she would never say no to anything. Like the worst I could say is, okay, we can't get it now, but if you wait, we can get it for you. Now, she's kind of contradictory in that fact. Just, I don't know about her. You know what the funny thing is? Like, she didn't mind me playing online when I had my 3DS. She didn't. At all.
Hey. Dangerous to see out so late. Hey,
I don't know.
where do you live? What are you, deaf?
Anyways, back to Lost Legacy. So,
I said, where do you live? I'm in the middle of something.
do we get Chloe's origin story in this, or?
Understood.
Yeah, we do get an insight on her past.
You, with me. Man with gun.
Sir, what about her?
Just let her through.
You heard her. Get going.
looking for them. I've got somewhere to be.
I keep forgetting she's Indian,
Door. Check.
or her roots are in India, or some shit like that.
Well, it was never really explained until now. Pretty
Yeah.
much all we knew back in
Well, she was
Uncharted 2 and 3
Australian.
was that she was, well, she grew up in Australia. That's pretty much all we knew.
Yeah. Funny though. India and Australia, that's too. I will say one thing, they put their fucking foot in this and designing it.
Indeed.
Oh,
So
this
how,
is the first time seeing Uncharted on next gen.
yeah, it is.
Come along, friend.
I remember when they made that big ass deal when 3 came out, like they literally had the fucking setups and where you could play it and everybody was hyping it up. And let me see, I think it was I forgot where it was, but you're literally playing some mansion that was burning to the fucking ground. That's a new one.
Yeah, that's what you do with Chloe.
Oh, that's cool.
Indeed.
Damn, she looks good too. The hell does that mean? Shit. Peter, could you see yourself doing all this?
Yeah, that was as cool as she is. Yep.
Okay. Oh.
And for those who don't know, Judy was able to beat Uncharted Lost Legacy on Crushing, which is the most difficult mode in the Uncharted series. So definitely wanted to once again give her props and respect for that because no matter what, that is just not an easy thing to do.
Thank you.
Definitely. Congratulations to the both of you for achieving the crushing feats of this.
Well, mostly congratulations to Gary for doing every Uncharted game on Crushing. So he has 5
Yeah.
under his belt. That's lit.
We need
So
to get him an actual belt.
Thank you.
we need to get him an actual fucking trophy. That's what we need.
Yeah.
Shit. That is commendable as shit because
Hell
I
yeah, cause
I
that's some
could
shit.
I couldn't even think of playing the first Uncharted on moderate again, let alone Crushing.
Shit.
Fuck that game.
And the fact that this nigga's still with us mentally.
Exactly. So kudos to that.
Like,
I think it's a
like nigga,
rare.
you.
I think it's a rare amount of gamers that can say that. You know, they have 5 Crushing trophies. So for those of y'all who do have them, kudos to y'all.
Same.
One was the warehouse, the other.
And glad to have y'all's mental states if y'all still have them too, cause I'm surprised this, well no, I'm not surprised with him at this point because, you know, he knows this, he doesn't get fucked over by this shit too much. I think he's used to it. But, yeah, I'm surprised your mind hasn't cracked with most of this shit now. Oh, fuck. Damn, Chloe actually got hands.
She's always had hands.
Girl. Shit, this is actually good.
What the hell was that? I thought you were professional.
Damn.
Oh, you should relax.
Is she like a street brawler, or did she ever take like, you
The
know,
man's as unpredictable as they come.
like self-defense classes or some type of like Aikido or some shit?
He changes location in routines by the hour.
Well, she definitely has strategy in how she fights, so you can definitely tell it's not just straight.
Right, she knows where to hit and shit.
She's probably not on Nadine's level, but she definitely knows how to whoop ass.
Yeah. Shit.
Nadine's a
It was
scary
like,
bitch. I want her on my team.
feel like you don't want her to double cross you.
Hell no, I already did that on Uncharted 4. I want her on my team.
Shit.
Handsome. If you're into psychopaths.
Yeah, Lost Legacy definitely helped in making Nadine a lot more likable because I couldn't stand her in 4.
Mm-mm.
Didn't you have to duel her on top of some shit or in the graveyard or some shit in 4 that you told me?
Well, the first time she literally massacred Nathan's ass, so it wasn't really even a fight.
Shit.
You couldn't even have a chance to hit her because she fucking blocked everything you did. So she was that bitch.
And then there was a second fight where it was Sam and Nate fighting Nadine at the same time, and they still got their asses whooped.
Mm-hmm. So, yep.
Follow me.
Nadine, with or without a gun, is a bad bitch.
Literally.
So that.
Definitely not the one you cross.
No. Patience.
You know, looking at these damn rooftops and how well they got this shit designed and all that, I gotta say, number one, this looks really, really good. Like they really nailed it. Number two, it's making me think, how in the fuck as we as a people supposed to come together and rebuild and do shit like we'd like to? It's like, it just seems more and more impossible the more I dwell on it.
In what sense do you mean?
Like how impossible it is.
Yeah, but like, why is it impossible?
Well, with the way the world is going, because it's only probably going to get worse, and the way people are going with this shit, it honestly seems like a lot. But I guess that's probably because I'm looking at it that way. Because like, if we really did put ourselves into it, then yeah, we probably get somewhere. But honestly, right now, it doesn't seem like we're getting anywhere anytime soon, especially with the person we have as president. I don't know, that's not a good excuse, but still.
Dude, I would advise that you maybe like whenever you get a chance, read the Bible because the same shit that's going on right now has
It's
been
always
going
been
on
going on.
all the civilization.
Just exploring our options.
Yes,
Yeah.
fine.
He's not lying, also for reals though.
Definitely not. I mean, a lot of stories in the Bible seem, oh yeah, they're so far-fetched. But it's really the message that carries in those stories and makes you think. There's a lot
Yeah.
in common with what's happening now than what happened back then.
This is what I mean when I say how possible it is and how we're gonna come from it. You know,
I don't think
like
it's
how-
impossible. I mean, just take, Noah's Ark. When you think about that story and how, the
Yeah.
world was, in a constant flood for 40 days and nights. And everybody thought, yeah, the world's coming to an end and shit. And yeah, God a lot of people were washed away by that flood, and that constant
Yeah.
rain. But still, regardless, the people that were saved were able to rebuild what,
and
they
start
could.
again. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, I'm receptive to that, but I mean, like, I don't know.
I think it's possible.
Yeah.
Trust me. Even if times of crisis can bend a person, then that person's just straight out evil. But I think there's always that good in someone that makes you realize you really can't be, hateful in these kind of situations. Then you realize we're all going through the same shit. I don't care what race or color you are or what differences we might have had before, but I think in situations like this, you realize, you know what, they're going through the same shit I'm going through. They're losing their homes, probably their families, and a whole bunch of shit. So if people can't be open-minded enough to be like, I have to help this person, and they might help me back, then that's where it's really fucked. But I do think a lot of people could definitely see that past. It's just past, you helping yourself. Especially under the president we're on. You realize, if he won't help in how we want, how he could help us, then we have to help amongst ourselves.
That is one thing you can say with this whole Trump thing that we've realized. It's making us, I'll say, somewhat more woke to a point where, yeah, we're eventually gonna have to get up off our feet and stop relying on, him to like help us, because obviously he's not gonna get us anywhere. We're gonna have to stand on our own 2 feet, which is a good thing.
But in the grand scheme of things, Trump is not the issue. He's just an idiot who's a multimillionaire who just
Yeah,
happens to be the president of the United States, but he's not the issue. He's just a scapegoat
yeah,
of the situation. But that's always the case. When you're the president and when shit is going wrong, you are the reason. It happened to Trump, happened to President Obama, Bush, Clinton. That's just the role. Whenever there's issues, the president is always the one who's responsible for it, while the true culprits behind the scenes continue to do whatever the hell they want.
true.
Yep, that's definitely true.
Yeah,
But regardless, America has made great progress in the last 60 years or so. I mean, we're only 50, 60 years removed from the Jim Crow era in the South, where you had black people and African Americans being lynched in public. So we're not exactly that far removed from that era. So you're still going to have children who were brought up during that era, who were taught that malicious behavior, and they passed it on to their kids and their grandkids. So they're festering this evil mentality. But at the same time, you have plenty of people who counter that attitude, who have a broad mindset, and who are receptive to all kinds of people, no matter what creed or color. So in that sense, we
yeah.
have come a long way, but as always, we can do better. But we still shouldn't disregard the progress that we've made as a people.
Facts.
Careful.
True.
This tiger's got claws.
Yeah, I can't always sit here and deny the progress we have made as a people, but it's not, hasn't been, you know, it's not all the way as we would like it, where, slavery and all that, the aftermath and shit is abolished, because it is, to some extent, still there, like you said, which is even worse.
Well, we all have an ideal utopia when it comes to how we want life to be, but that's what reality is. While we're trying to live in our perfect, ideal, romanticized world, and then when the real world and reality comes and slaps us in our face, then we get upset. But when you come to realize that it's not a matter of trying to live in this ideal world that's never going to happen, but it's about continuing to fight the good fight against injustice, because it's injustice.
Yeah,
The idea of you having to fight against what's wrong because it's wrong, no matter what the outcome's going to be. So I think if more people continue to adopt that attitude and chose to sit down to have a discussion on how we can improve, yeah, things can be better than, the present state they're in right now. But you also have to be cognizant that you're still going to have to continue dealing with idiotic people who just are here just to make things worse. It's a yin and yang effect.
yeah,
The task is finished.
yeah, utopia. I honestly ditched that word a long time ago. I don't, do y'all have, I'll say, one of those?
We're close.
You're lost. And the only
One of
chance you
what?
have of even
A
narrowing
utopia,
down its location
in a
is to
sense.
find someone who can help you.
No,
It's artifact.
I have things that, I enjoy doing, like I enjoy playing video games, listening to music. I have outlets, which
Yeah,
help to make things easier, but
My rates
that utopias are non-existent. They're impossible.
right.
Snipes are struggling in order to fatten her pockets.
It's just crazy that that word, because I literally hear it be thrown around by a lot of adults that I've met in the past few, years that I've lived to an extent. And I'm just like, there's no such thing as that. Why are you, it's nice that you're striving for it, but still, it's a lot of work when you really think about that too. Gotta really
Well,
go.
you have to determine what exactly success means to you. For some
Yeah.
people, it means having a lot of money, having a mansion, having foreign automobiles. It's in secular stuff, in money and value. And then you have people who put more faith and effort into knowledge, intelligence, being cultured, things like that. So I think the answer really starts with what does life mean to you? And it kind of just starts with that question. And then once you kind of figure out what exactly makes sense to you and how you want to live your life, then you have to go about making the necessary steps in order to bring in that idea to fruition, which is, I guess, in a sense, what your personal utopia
We're
would
going
be.
to pick me up. He's delivered can't change his spots.
Good.
About me. Fair warning. Last person who betrayed me wound up dead. There's your river. Yeah? And your guy better be there. That's it. Yeah, well, time to go. Come on. Right behind you. Oh, this is dangerous.
Damn, they do this fucking like wound up dead.
Come on. You should have the distance. Yeah. Keep moving. Watch out. Oh, for the love of God. You will get that.
I don't feel like talking to you anymore.
Get your hands up.
Shit.
Last doors.
Fuck around.
Let's go. Whoa. Okay. I'm okay. Not pouring rain. Follow me. River's just below. Right down the line. Here we go.
Surprised you somebody could do some shit like this. Damn.
This is why Sony and PlayStation remains king. I mean, you're never going to see some shit like that on an Xbox.
Facts. Big ass facts.
That is so true.
How are we going out now? On schedule. Should hit land in about an hour. Great.
People are still going to invest nearly $600 on an Xbox One X. I can't.
Shit, so many of my coworkers be talking about they're gonna do that shit on my job, and I'm like, why would you do that when you can go get a PS4? And it's like, because PS4 sucks, man. And I'm like, yeah, I need to get out of this town.
Don't worry. If Assault's not in the gets already, he'll be right on our heels. Plus, he's got weapons. He
That's
transports
just, you
hundreds
know,
of
they don't
men.
love themselves.
Facts.
They really don't. And it's almost like, oh no, I'm gonna get my husband one, I'm gonna get my boyfriend one. I was like, you must not love your boyfriend.
She don't love herself for trying to waste that much money either.
Let's see.
Shit. And a PS4 isn't even as much as it was. I mean, it still is in some places, where they sell them full price. You don't even have to pay $300 or $400 anymore.
Look,
No,
I'd rather
or
pay full
500.
price for a PS4, but I know I'm getting damn good games. Okay.
Yeah.
At least I have a library to choose from.
You have a whole lot of shit you could choose from. Shit, you got a whole ton of games you still were just trying to get through playing to now.
Exactly. I mean, I'm barely tackling Bloodborne, and I got that bitch like 5 months ago.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, there's a lot of games that are like your genre, like your area of expertise.
Might have rubbed off.
Right.
You must be proud. Sun's almost up.
It's them and Nintendo. Because at least with those two, you can never go wrong.
Nice work.
Nintendo's got to figure out a way to keep the damn Switch in stock. That's their only problem.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. Because they're literally selling off the damn shelves.
I don't think even shelves have even felt a Switch since launch day. Truth be told.
Bro,
You
I
go
literally
like
went.
to like fucking Target or Walmart or any of these like major retail stores, you can just see like fucking dust collecting where the Nintendo Switches should be.
I
Exactly.
literally saw that shit when I went to Target and Best Buy the other day. I was like, "Do y'all have a Switch in stock?" And I had like a fresh $200 in my pocket, and I was like, "Oh no, sir, we're all out. We don't have any of that." And I was like, "Damn, here too? Fuck."
Yeah, that's how it is here. You see the games, but you don't see the
I'm
consoles.
sorry I doubted you, Tiara.
Exactly.
Is that so? Good for now. It's not a modern structure, so we don't
Talk about for real. Nintendo is winning the fuck out of life with this shit. Them and PlayStation.
Hey, they did good with the Switch, man. That's all I need to say. Kudos to
nearly
them.
100 kilometers with no systems. Glass half full, maybe we got the jump on them. Unlikely. I'll find the tusk. Assad's on me. Understood.
You don't like anything.
Yep.
The bullshit going between these two is fucking gold.
Their conversations are extremely amusing. I definitely love their dynamic.
This is like on 9S and 2B levels, or
Well, I definitely say, in a way, because since they're like so opposite of each other, it definitely feels like, you know, they're always like on this pull and push kind of friction, which is really funny. But at the same time, they mesh so well, which is funny.
right.
And it's just amusing after playing Uncharted 4 to see Nadine kind of being submissive to someone's orders, you know. It's very strange.
Yeah.
That's what it was for me when I first played this game. Like, it's so weird seeing her not being the one giving orders and shit.
Give me your hand.
Or having like a whole army behind her. You know, to see Chloe of all people like giving her orders just seems so funny because she's so like fun about life, and then there's Nadine's cautious, strict ass here. So it's definitely funny how they made their relationship work really, really well in this game. So I definitely am very happy about that.
Yeah, because you know, with the characters that we've seen in Uncharted in the past, you have Nate, you have Sully, and of course in Uncharted 4, you have Sam, you have Chloe, and it just seems like all the people who are in the treasure hunting business are all very charismatic,
Yeah.
somewhat carefree, somewhat impulsive, and it kind of just seems to be the characteristics that you have to be a successful treasure hunter. And then here comes Nadine coming into the fold with a military background. She's very strict. Everything's calculated, so she doesn't exactly fit the sort of tropes that come with being a treasure hunter. But by including her with Chloe, creating this dynamic, it's just really fun to watch them work together and it does her so
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, it's definitely very refreshing.
You come back here often? No, not really.
You know one thing, they put so much work in this fucking environment. Jesus.
The scenery in this game, honestly, is fucking amazing. Like, there's some parts in this game where you just... I'm glad that they added that photo feature where you can, like, take photos in certain areas. But aside from
Like they
that,
did
just
with
taking...
Horizon.
Yeah, but no, it's different because in Horizon it's an option to do so, and in this game, it's like you actually can get a trophy for finding all the photo locations in this game, and it's definitely fun to try to exploit that because you know it definitely adds adds to the whole like
This isn't much of a defensive
adventure.
Adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of parts where you realize, oh my god, it's so pretty. I just had to take a screenshot. Like, I probably have
Still on the
quite a few
Exactly.
screenshots of this game
Didn't take you very long
because
to
just the
Besides the
detail.
ass.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, aside from that, I mean, that was the first screenshot I took. But,
Oh my god.
you know, everything else is just amazing. The detail they put into this game are so
It
awesome.
is.
Looks that way.
Indeed.
Short work for this gate.
What, you're just going to pull them down?
That's the plan. Unless you've got dynamite.
This is your gig.
Take that as a
You know,
no.
I'm actually surprised
See,
Nadine
really-
is so patient with Chloe's sarcasm. It's so funny. Because I would think Nadine would just slap the living shit out of her for being sarcastic she is, but she actually just takes it so well.
That should do the trick. Shit! Take cover! Thanks for the heads up.
I was thinking because, you know, it's not going to get her anywhere. But damn shit might make it feel good.
But it's still funny anyway.
Oh shit.
Oh, I love Nadine. I swear. If Nadine had been in
Well, you-
Uncharted 4 as your ally and not your enemy, would have made that whole game so much easier.
Bruh, Elena can't even do this. All she did was just sit there and look pretty with the fucking gun. I'm just like,
Man.
Nadine is literally over here attacking the fuck out of everything like a damn rabid dog.
Honestly,
Now, come on. In Elena's defense, I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but you can't compare this shootout right here, and there's like 4 or 5 people, and compare that to the shootout that's in Avery's mansion. There is no comparing those two.
I'm surprised she could actually
that is-
manage to even hit one of them and bring them down.
For real.
You're awful
Well,
quiet.
I'd say we'd be comparing that and Nadine's mansion. That's them. You know, at least. Whereas, you know, where with Nadine, she probably would go off the hand and kill at least a good amount. Whereas, you know, Elena will probably just lodge a bullet in one's head by accident and then get happy about it.
I mean, I'm surprised even Elena, even just being like in her career, can actually manage a gun regardless.
That's what
It's
I'm
still
saying.
admirable, you know. I mean, obviously Nadine's been trained to be in the military since she was young, so this is ingrained into her veins as it is. So for her, this is second nature. You know, meanwhile with Elena, yeah, sure, she knows how to pull a trigger, but she definitely is not anywhere near Nadine's level. Not even close to Chloe's level. So I'm actually managed to survive all 4 Uncharted games.
I was about to say, the only reason she probably survived is simply because of the fact that, oh, you know, love interest and main character. That's the only thing protecting that broad.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
You are being like so disrespectful to Elena right now.
Joker's first.
Being very disrespectful.
Yeah, I mean,
Compared
Elena did portray a big role in the Uncharted series. We can't take that away from her. You know, that's
That
just
is true.
that's not right.
She
I can
was
understand.
integral, like,
Yeah, combat-wise, yeah, sure, I can understand. She maybe not been the brightest, and maybe you could have been like, yeah, you know, you could have done more. I shot down 100, you shot down 1, but you know, you could have gone for that extra
Shot
more.
down one.
But at the same time, she did bring a lot to the table because they definitely got a lot around because of her and her influences.
yeah.
So you really can't
I'm
say
not
much
saying
on that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying she wasn't exactly useful in the field like Nadine was at all. No,
Yeah, I
she is
mean-
integral to the damn story.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
But yeah, game story-wise, Elena's I can understand definitely brings a lot more than Chloe and Nadine did. Obviously, combat-wise,
Yeah.
you can never compare 2 different situations.
yeah, yeah, that's true. Mhm.
It's okay. They were gonna die anyway. Where the fuck are you? I love
Yeah, she's
her.
already right there too.
She's my bitch. You didn't.
Oh, snap a
Nadine,
snap.
like, man, fuck the guns. I just throw these in.
Exactly, she gets right into it.
That's how it's supposed to be. Shit.
You're like, shit, don't fight me with no fucking guns. Fight me up front like a real nigga.
That's the wonderful thing. Nadine don't even need a gun.
Shit. Right. Damn.
Stupid.
I can't imagine this on Crushing.
This part on Crushing got me like I think 10 times. Simply because I just didn't know where they were coming from most of the time. Just really got on my nerves. Out of here.
We're clear. Just like I planned.
Chloe, you didn't plan shit. Joking. Oh, I love this infinite ammo. It's so helpful.
Cheat code or...
Well, I definitely get it after you beat the game first time.
Oh,
Definitely,
that's nice.
yeah, definitely helps doing that on Crushing, honestly.
That's integral.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely saved my ass a lot of times. I actually admire people who actually can do Crushing from the first try. That is... takes balls. I don't have those.
I don't think anybody would unless you're just that fucking here about this shit. Which I can imagine a good amount of people would be.
Well, a lot of seasoned gamers who are, into higher difficulties would definitely take it on because they're used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely wish I could have did Lost Legacy on Corruption from the jump, because honestly, outside of chapter 8 and 9, it's pretty much a fucking breeze.
It really is, though.
I can't believe they put a shoreline reference up in this bitch.
I think not having Shoreline in this game would have felt very empty because you're trying to focus on both their backstories, and obviously Shoreline's definitely a huge part of Nadine, so it would have felt very lackluster had they not added Shoreline somewhere in this game.
Well put.
Yeah, because that's the reason that she's on this expedition to begin with, is to have the funds to get Shoreline back.
Check out that tower. Bet you could get the lay of the land from the top. Maybe.
That view.
I think the best view is at the top of that tower. And I think
You
that
can get to
is...
the top of it.
Yeah, I think that's also a trophy, because on top of that tower, Chloe does meditation.
You should be. We won't have the
Meditation. I didn't know she was going for that.
Yeah, she meditates, which I'm not actually surprised that she does. It would explain why she tends to tackle these things in such a serene fashion. Definitely looks like she has her psyche together.
Never understood the appeal of
Yeah, you would have to in this line of
I
work.
really want to.
Shit.
Dodge bullets for a living.
It'd be funny as hell if she just sits there and meditate only for a sniper to come at that ass out of nowhere and he had to interrupt it. And again, who would sniper see you at that top? So never mind.
Shoreline would.
Good one.
Shoreline ain't human, fam.
So far, so
Not
good.
in the slightest.
They may look human, but they're not. I'm gonna assume Nadine's not really all that human either.
Yeah, because she's literally over here ravaging the fuck out of everything that moves.
Then again, it's okay.
No, Las Vegas would definitely prove that Nadine is human.
Yeah, in this one. But Uncharted 4 Nadine? That bitch not human.
No. But in her defense, I mean, she kind of did have her reasons, considering that Nate and Sam were killing like fucking hundreds of her soldiers.
Of
So,
course.
I would be getting pissed off.
Absolutely. Especially when you're in charge, it just looks bad on you.
Here's our 3 symbols.
Yep.
Well, that took less time than I expected. I'll just mark that on the map. With it up.
And then on top of that, having to deal with Wave 2 and
And
possibly
Oh,
that
God.
fucking Wave.
Oh, no.
wonder what
I can't see that.
picture reference.
It's one thing working with him, but allowing him in her, I don't definitely could not see that.
Behind the trident.
Where there were definitely some hints that it did happen.
Beyond those waterfalls. Trident mark on
I don't
And
think she...
obviously she's very familiar with the South, so
last but not least.
I highly think she has an orgasm out of any of those two, but
Another old fortress.
it would explain why she's hardcore that way.
Middle of the lake there. Jot a bow on the map and that's what.
So I'm gonna go up the tower. So... You don't... There we go. I actually didn't know you could do this until my second playthrough of the game. It's like, oh, you can go up here. I don't know if she does a meditation after you get the trophy, but this is probably the best way to look at everything. See?
Let me see.
So peaceful up here.
Oh, Lord is high. Gives me vertigo.
Oh,
But yeah, definitely is exquisite scenery.
wow.
Technically, I never expected anything less from Naughty Dog, so...
Nadine must be wondering what the hell I'm doing.
So peaceful up here.
Well, it definitely is.
Okay. Seriously.
Stay up here all day, she says. Wait, can you meditate or not?
If you leave her alone, I'm not sure she'll actually do it. I mean,
I'm expecting to win a prize or something.
Oh, it's one of them things where you just leave her alone and don't touch anything and she does it automatically.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. I think if you leave her alone, then she starts doing... See? There she goes.
They had a mechanic similar to that in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game I played, where if you literally leave it alone for like a good minute, they would just sit there, meditate, and regain health.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it helps if there was no restoratives in that damn game.
All I know is that Chloe's flexible as fuck, and I fuck with it.
That shit in the bedroom. Nate, boy. That nigga had some good times with that ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least he got the hit. She's really doing this shit right now, too.
Yes, she is.
Bold, bitch. Real. Bold.
Well, she knows what she's doing, so... Still. This shit makes me nervous.
Yeah, maybe nervous looking at this. I was like, hold up.
Yeah, we'll just go back down now.
Safer down there.
It's always safer closer to the ground.
Whoa.
Guess I should look at the call button before climbing up.
Okay, here we go. So now we're gonna go through the 3 places
Really? Yep.
to unlock this damn
towards a
door.
different fortress. Those would be the best places to look. Perfect.
Comments hella dry tonight.
Hmm?
I said our comments are hella dry tonight.
Yeah. So, anyway, I
never understood
the appeal of people like Assad.
I actually hadn't noticed, truth be told.
Yeah.
Purpose.
Well, you know, Alex, he lives in Orlando, so there's a pretty good chance that he doesn't have power right now.
How'd you get tangled up with Assad anyway? Purpose.
That's true.
Rather not go into. You certainly seem to have a thing for you.
Oh, hope he's doing alright.
Proved useful at the time, but
Yeah, that's all we can truly do is just pray that anybody living in Florida is just doing their best to stay safe.
alcohol in the world.
Yeah. Big shout out to all the people in Florida going through with this Hurricane Irma situation. Hope all y'all are doing okay. We hope y'all persevere through all that's going on. Yeah, we truly hope and pray that nothing bad really happens any worse than this.
You're the military
But we really don't need it.
What's Assad's strategy here?
Amen to that.
Spread out his men, hoping to stop us in our tracks.
Our prayer be with you.
So what would you do?
God, I hate this part.
Besides leave the beard?
Idiot shit,
Hang
bro.
back.
Jesus.
Let you do the heavy lifting, then swoop in and grab up the tusk once you've done all the hard work.
The trees.
Devious.
The water is what really grabs my attention in this game.
So ultra realistic in every fucking thing.
It just makes me want to swim in it.
Maybe this expert knows more than you think.
I know. And it's like, you hate that type of shit.
Look there. One of Assad's trucks. Looks clear out here.
That's always one thing I always pay attention to in games, the water, and where it is, if I can interact with it.
Check it out. It's Ganesha's trident.
Interact with it, like swim in it.
Yeah. Or drink from it, whatever the fuck action see if they make you do with it. You know, like with Zelda where they give you a bottle, you can dip your water into and all that other extra shit. Yeah, that's always one staple I always look forward to in the Zelda game. Once you can dive underwater. Ass wet.
Someone put them out. Watch yourself.
Yo, I am so glad that they finally added a silence pistol in Uncharted.
Same.
God, that makes shit so much easier when it came to doing stealth.
Facts.
Please don't tell me that fucking the bullets when you shot those bitches, they literally lured niggas over to your location.
Well, if you shoot obviously somebody, you know, and they can see a dead body, obviously they're going to get alerted by it.
Shit.
What it definitely helps though if you lure them, because sometimes there's just a lot of them, so you realize if you lure them somewhere, then you can take them out. It definitely helped a lot during crushing, I will say that.
Lure them somewhere and just, you know, kill them off.
All I know is that I exploited the fuck out of the silence pistol. Shit, this was like, still is my favorite gun in this game. Well, small gun. It helped so much, you have no idea.
Oh.
It saved my life so many times. No, you don't. Oh. God, I love her.
Oh, I'm guessing that orange thing is when they detect you.
Huh?
You know, I just saw them glow orange and this little dot popped over their heads, a little orange diamond. I'm guessing that's what they look like once they see you.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, it starts out, if they're aware of something's moving, they'll turn yellow. And then once they finally have eyes on you, then they'll turn orange and start shooting.
Yep,
So
that's
they're
basically the
sensitive as
gist.
fuck.
Yeah, but it does a good job letting you know that yeah you're gonna have be alerted soon. So
That nigga with the sniper. Shit literally gotta make me take fucking shelter behind a damn wall.
you definitely see me now, huh? I don't like this gun.
Hey, that was clean as fuck.
Let's get my favorite gun out here. Where are you?
Jesus. The fucking artillery and arsenal in that bitch. Literally. And figuratively.
I think that's a lot of them. You alright? I'm fine. Apart from working for a reckless treasure hunter. Where to next?
Good question. Let's explore.
What do you suppose this place was?
Hard to say. A fortress? Not the right layout for a temple. Okay, that's nothing. No, this is trickier.
What? Look like a button.
Yeah, I just wanted you to have a go at something. What's this? That's a good sound.
One of the spokes on the wheel just turned around.
What, it looked like the button.
Sometimes Chloe is so clueless about some things.
How about
I absolutely
like-
love it.
that's
It's just like, she's going above and beyond. It's just like, Nathan's like, it's simple.
I know, it's like, it's right there. Like,
Like, oh, shit. Chloe literally had a me moment.
Hey, here's another. I'll get it.
Thank you. Only one left.
oh, what's this one?
Do you think they'll make an Uncharted movie about Chloe?
That should do it.
Okay, back to the big wheel.
Well, I would like to
Big
see
wheel thing?
more of Chloe being a protagonist in Uncharted. So I would love some kind of sequel to this.
Yeah. Were they supposed to be doing some Uncharted movie?
Yeah, about Uncharted 3. Which is the stupidest thing. I mean, I can understand they want to do a young Nathan, you know, that's fine, but I don't really think that was a good way to start, in my opinion.
Wasn't it the actor portraying him the same actor who played Spider-Man or something like that?
Yeah. I don't really know much about the guy, so I can't really speak about him.
He doesn't really scream young Nate to me, honestly.
Looky here. What are you willing
I
to
mean, he
do?
did a good job playing as Peter Parker and Spider-Man,
Yeah, but
and Spider-Man and Nathan are kind of somewhat cut from the same cloth as far as their sense of humor. So I think that
but
he'll do a pretty good job.
he might. But in a sense that Spider-Man is like
It's Ganesh.
straight up. What's the word I'm looking for?
Now,
No.
unless we turn this
He's a sprightly, jumpy, happy teenager, ready to go, talks fast, or, Nate is kinda, he cracks jokes and is kinda sarcastic as fuck about it, but it's kinda reserved, you know.
Are you sure we played the same game?
No, not
Because there's nothing
reserved.
about Nathan Drake that's reserved.
Not reserved. That's not the word I'm looking for. He just does it and does it in a way where he's not crazy about it.
Yes, he is crazy. So you need to go back and play Uncharted 3. 'Cause I don't think you remember anything.
I can't remember one moment where Nathan was reserved. Honestly, I can't.
I can't associate the word shy with Nathan Drake. I can't
Nah,
do it.
no, I can't do that either. But I mean, like,
There's
and
nothing shy about Nathan. Okay.
at all.
At all. That bitch came full front himself from the get-go.
Voice our empire was kind of his thing.
Hmm. Yeah, that is true. He was.
It
Even
was
throughout
savage from day one.
Me.
he was.
If anything, Sully was the one who had to talk sense into the man.
Oh, sure.
Well, try to.
He
And he still,
tried.
yeah, and then he still had to go along with his schemes because he knew, oh yeah, once Nathan said something, that's how it was gonna be.
Yeah, he was like, fuck, we're in it for the fucking long run.
That's how you knew Sully was a little crazy too, because even if he was not the youngest, thing in the park, he still handled his own. So
Yeah, I think you gotta be a bit crazy to handle the shit they deal with. So,
I mean, come on, he taught Nathan what he knew, so obviously he knows what he's doing. It's just,
yeah.
giving his age, you would think, yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna retire calmly. But even then, even when he wanted to, he still partook in his activities.
There's the fort marked with an axe on the mountain there.
Shit.
And that
Which makes Sully's a real one. I love him.
He's one of those old people who you still don't fuck with.
Suppose I should have asked about the Drakes before I took the job. Not much to say.
He's seen some shit, so he knows exactly a fucking thing or two before he leaves this goddamn world.
Well, he didn't live to his age, by being stupid. That's for damn sure.
Mm-hmm.
He knows how to sweet talk his way out of a conversation.
And if that don't work, he knows what the fuck to do to get out of it.
Same way he sweet talks women, same way he knows how to sweet talks out of problems.
Last one back to the car buys dinner.
I brought MRE.
Hmm.
You're no fun.
I miss Sully.
Oh,
I really do.
He was always. I remember him from the first few games. He always was cracking that shit with Nathan. He made shit better.
Ross and Fraser might still be here.
Indeed.
Come on, show yourself. We know yourself.
You ain't on no shit. Okay? You think you know.
I wonder
but
what.
you gonna die.
I wonder what to do with Nathan's daughter once this shit goes off. Because I know Uncharted is really ain't gonna die anytime soon.
They
It's
ain't
too
gonna do
fucking
shit.
popular.
They ain't gonna do shit with her daughter, honestly.
that would be way too cliche. Especially after the success that Chloe and Nadine have had. To only let them get one game and it's not even a full game, that would just be fucking retarded.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, Chloe still got a long fucking thick career ahead of her with this shit. About to be the new fucking face of this.
Yeah, it'd really be stupid to let this just die. I think they have a lot of content to work with to make another game.
They really did know. Especially with the way Sony's been winning and the shit they've been, yeah, they got a lot, going for them with this.
Of course they do.
Hmm. Oh yeah, there was one thing I was gonna ask you. Did you ever fuck with Final Fantasy VIII? That was
Yes, I did.
okay. I wanted to make sure that was
Who didn't
one.
fuck with Final Fantasy VIII?
8 was definitely
That
a
was the
great
one with.
game.
That was one with Squall Leonhardt and the fucking Gunblade shit, wasn't it? Because that was one I wondered about that, but I never really got the chance to find that one.
Yeah, that one honestly is definitely one of those games that a lot of new Final Fantasy players had not played into, which is a shame because it's such a great game.
I mean, at that time I had heard of 7, I had heard of the one with 9, and what was his name, Zidane, and all those other ones. But I was like, what the fuck was 8 about? Because I know there has to be one. Then I found out years later it was about Squall, and I was like, oh, he's a protagonist? Oh. So I had no idea about that. So are you thinking of getting Dissidia to play is, who is it, Ultimecia, I think her name was?
I don't know, I might, but I don't know. I'd have to see more gameplay about it.
I thought you want to play as Sephiroth for one damn thing, no.
Oh, I definitely want to play as Daddy.
Oh my god.
Hey, you can talk shit about Sephiroth all you want to. I'll talk my shit about him too, but he's still Daddy.
You get a shirtless skin if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, I'm getting it.
Yeah, everybody.
I'm convinced you don't. I don't need to know any more gameplay. Just tell me when it drops. I'm getting that shit first day.
Cause yeah, for every Dissidia game, every character has literally all the costumes they had throughout their gaming career, even the original concepts. And in both games, Sephiroth has his shirt off, nothing but his pants, and his rippling muscles and everything. So
Yeah,
that's
I'm
a
here for it.
costume you count.
Yeah, I'm getting it. That's it. You convinced me. I need no more reasons.
Hey,
Oh my
just so you know,
goodness.
Nathan's raised
What more do I need? Shit.
Now, I don't know if they'll add more than the protagonists, because it's normally just the protagonist and the villains, but they normally add extra characters too sometimes. So there may be a slim chance of Ignis, or Gladius, or Ponto making an appearance in the game, or being playable. That I don't know.
Well, as long as I can get shirtless Sephiroth, I really don't care much about anything else.
My goodness.
I'm a very simplistic girl. I don't ask for much.
And if they don't release it game already out, they'll probably release it as a DLC. Point is that right there, that probably you're getting that. That's a
Yep.
must-have.
Indeed.
If you're shooting niggas off cliffs, fuck.
I don't waste time. Shit.
Yeah. I know Noctis is definitely gonna be in this. This is gonna be his first Dissidia game. I can't wait to see how much he's gonna be a dork in this.
Oh yeah.
I wonder how he'll be when he meets Cloud.
That's gonna be funny.
Like, you need to lighten up. Like, you need to stop being such a dork.
Cloud would be like, I don't give a fuck.
Cloud? Hey, I'm gonna be real with you. I prefer Zack over Cloud.
I loved Cloud. I just thought he was that person that just like, I really don't give a shit. I'm just doing my own thing.
Yeah. Nah, I prefer Zack. That nigga was happy-go-lucky despite the fact that that nigga had that fucking just had in his circumstances and shit. He smiled even when he was dead. Like, he knew it, so.
Of course you do.
You know. Yeah, then Cloud was like that, but then you know after you watch him die, yeah, no, good, emo.
Y eso que no estaba
And
partiendo
if he
con la
changed his
niñera.
outfit to be emo,
Pero eso lo partí con la mano, por eso cayó el pie. Oh my God.
your mother.
Of course he can't.
No, there's one thing I wonder about Lapis with him being in the game. I wonder if his Amu, I wonder what his Amu is gonna be like.
Definitely be interesting to see how that'll be.
Yeah, because everybody gets the limit points.
I feel you.
It does have odd-ass game, a way of playing. You're supposed to gather points or some shit. That was a closed beta, but I didn't get the chance to sign up for it because I missed the time. Yeah.
They weren't about to give your ass a code no damn way.
Bet they wouldn't give you shit either.
I know that. I ain't no damn professional streamer and shit. I just do this shit for the fucking fun of it.
Indeed.
I'm surprised they sent me one for fucking fighters. I didn't think that shit would go through.
Think it's worth our time? Never say no to a chance to make some extra cash.
Oh yeah, you got yours, didn't you, Judy?
I still haven't checked my email. I don't really check that shit often. If anything, I probably check it like once a month. When it's like maybe related to my car payments. But aside from that, I don't really check it.
I can understand that, unless it's like something important like school or something detrimental like, you know, a car payment or a bill or something to do with like a game or something like that. Yeah, I don't check it either. Yeah. I think the code is integral. The VIP code is integral though, so I don't know.
Not supposed to share codes. So you're not supposed to share the code from what I've heard.
No, you're not at all. So you're right about that.
Of course I am.
And we were talking about... Oh, right. Oh, when people have low expectations, it's much easier to take them by surprise. As far as I'm concerned, this business is tough enough on your own. You have to take any advantage you can. You always worked alone? Mostly. How old were you when you started? Young.
So where do you have Lost Legacy ranked?
As
compared with all the other Uncharted games?
I'd definitely make this probably my second favorite after Uncharted 2. And then after would be Uncharted 4. Those would be like my top 3. But let's see, if I had to rank them from 1 through 5, first obviously Uncharted 2, then Lost Legacy, then 4, then 1, and then 3.
Yeah, mine is pretty much the same, except I would have 4 and Lost Legacy split.
Yeah, I'm still salty over Uncharted 4, so it might change, but I don't think so.
Chloe's ass flat in that whole damn ordeal.
Chloe wasn't in Uncharted 4. What are you talking about?
Not 4, 3. It was the one, you said it was 3, her ass was flat in, wasn't it?
We don't speak about 3.
She doesn't exist.
She really doesn't though. That Chloe's like some lost impersonator. I don't know that bitch.
So we call him the lost impersonator. Yeah, that was a fucking imposter. She fucking kidnapped Chloe and shit and just stole her mannerisms and all this kind of shit. But that was not Chloe Fraser.
Mm-mm.
It was just a carbon copy. A terrible one.
That was like Blowy Drazer or some shit.
Definitely makes sense.
Blowy. I'm so done.
That's the only
Blowy
way. That's the only way she could have got that job to begin with.
Blowy Drazer.
Let's get inside.
I just knew Uncharted 3 was not gonna be my cup of tea from the get-go. I was like, oh, yep, I ain't gonna feel this. And I
I
did it.
remember everybody hyped that shit up. They were like, oh my god, it's gonna be the shit. It's gonna be that big colossal one we were looking for. And, you know, Uncharted 4 came.
Well, we all know why Uncharted 3 was the way it was, because Naughty Dog split in two, and you had one team working on Uncharted 3, the other team was working on The Last of Us.
Yeah.
That was the reason why. So it's like you had the A team working on Last of Us, and you had the B team working on Uncharted 3, and that's why the results were as they were.
Yeah, that's why The Last of Us is, yeah, it's so popular as it is. They had the A team
You
working on
boys
that
really
shit.
don't want me shooting from down here.
Yep.
Okay,
Oh shit.
we're all clear.
Won't be the last one. Maybe we could put a truck parked outside.
We'll keep our eyes open. You do have
Damn, you
sense.
just smacking this shit.
Hey, either you get smacked or they get smacked.
Not much we can do.
They gotta get smacked.
It's just like smack, smack. Kick that nigga in the gut, give him the dick.
Shit. I ain't about to get smacked by them. Fuck that.
Boy. I never did check my shit. Hold on.
Amazing, other things considered.
Guys down here. We have company. Search every inch of this place.
Hey, man, I passed it. That's one thing I don't have to worry about.
Hey, is there anything? Talk to me. Another man down. They must be close.
Shit.
Watch out! Another one down. Let's not tell Asaf about this. I see them!
Shit. Just let me get the fuck out.
Oh, how the mighty fall.
Just like bitch.
Move it! Search that area!
I'm mad as fuck. I ate all my chips watching this.
Oh, are we clear?
Yeah.
Good. Good to be clear. Let's press on. Just what I was going to say. Perfect. That should do it.
What the fuck?
Well, you made it across at least. Sorry. I'm sure you can find your way over here. Oh, definitely. Figured you'd want to take the easy way over. Your pardon? Fine. Just don't get started without me. There you are. Having fun? Just like the monkey bars in primary school. I'd say this looks safer than the playground at my school.
Nadine, what kind of school did you go to, child? Seriously. You really gotta wonder, jeez.
I'm impressed. You're impressed. I'm tired. Let's get this done. Right. I'm guessing it'll be a bow this time. Good guess. Oh, this one's a bit trickier. Look at that. Banasharama.
It's puzzles.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's turn the water on. Well, what's to say it's not different this time? What if it's fire or something?
Honestly, the only two puzzles that really grated on my nerves was that stupid golden horse one and the shadow puzzle.
Oh yeah.
Aside from that, everything else was pretty fun to do. Those two, fuck those two.
Another waterfall. Yeah. 2 out of 3.
Yeah, at least she didn't get stuck on them.
Also, I went to an absurd amount of
Shit, I almost gave up on the shadow puzzle one. Fuck that.
That
That was so stressed. I was like, how the fuck am I supposed to move these shits around and align them on both sides? I mean, I did remember actually how to do it now, but because I probably tried that a million times. But yeah.
Beforehand, oof, no.
Oh no, the first time I was stuck on that bitch for like half an hour. I was like, what am I gonna do?
That point when you finally find the part in the game where you just get stuck on and you don't rid yourself past.
Yep.
So what came of it? I don't know.
But I had to do my best to get that shadow puzzle because there is a trophy for it in this game. That if you,
Of course they would.
of course they would, you know, make it difficult. They said if you solve the puzzle in I think 10 moves or less, then you get that trophy. Of course, you know, the first time I think I probably flipped that bitch like 50 times, so I didn't get it. That's why I spent quite some time in that to try to get that trophy. When I finally did, I was like, oh my god, I was so happy. I almost cried.
Yeah. Fraser's not exactly
Almost cried.
It was my
That shit was stressful.
Find a way to get back down to the car. Sounds good. Ah, this is open now.
Let's see. Oh. Okay. And we only need one more fortress to do.
The one by the mountain.
Indeed.
So what's your overall opinion on the game, Brian, seeing that this is your very first time seeing Uncharted on next gen?
He'll use it to rally
It
people to
looks
his
amazing.
cause.
Can't wait to play it myself. Once I've taken care of some other loose ends. And they just did this
Oh
game
yeah.
really
Ever
perfect,
since the
honestly.
young king lost to the Persians, everyone's
I
wanted to
really
lay
have no
blame.
complaints whatsoever about this.
Here I thought we were just going on a treasure hunt. We are. Let men like yourself fight over. It's none
Wow.
of our
What was the last
business.
Uncharted game you finished, by the way?
Was my concern for a time.
It's been a
Good
long time
point.
since I even
But you did it
touched
for
an
the
Uncharted
cash.
game. The last one I honestly
What
finished,
about when
let's
you worked
see.
for Assad?
I did one when I
Yeah,
first
get the
started
cash
on
now.
the PlayStation
Hardly worth the
3.
trouble.
Ah. Why do it then?
I still need to
Need
go
a juicy
back and do two
understand.
because I don't have
Don't start
two.
with
That
Red Dead
belonged to my
Flash.
cousin,
Nowhere
so
to
he
go
took
but
that
up
with him
after
before he
that.
left. So I stopped around there. And I didn't even touch three yet. And for what y'all told me, I don't need to, but if I wanted to get it story-wise, I would
Beautiful
have
out
to.
here. This your first visit to India?
Yeah.
Not a lot of perks in this line of work, but
So
travel is definitely one of them.
I
Where
think I
have
would
you
need to
been?
start back around too.
Where haven't I been?
Whichever question works for you.
Well, I haven't been to the States.
I think that's a good
Really?
start.
Yeah, well, the stuff I'm looking for is
Yeah.
usually old, right? The U.S. was only founded a couple of hundred years ago.
Yeah. That gives me reason
What about
to,
you? Where do you want to
see
go?
Chloe in this.
Iceland. Nice choice. Beautiful there.
Well, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm spoiled. And I want to see those northern lights.
But no, I'm surprised someone
Okay.
after
Yeah,
I
that sounds like my list too.
found out so much
So
shit
when we're
about
done in the
Uncharted 3. I was just like,
Someday.
wow.
Have other
I
things to
didn't think
attend
we'd
to
get so
first.
much flack about it. Then Gary told me about how, the B team worked on it. I was just like, they hyped this shit up so much only for it to get that much flack.
Oh, I mean, don't get me wrong. Back in 2011, when it came out, it was a big deal. I mean, think about some of the games that were coming out back then.
Yeah.
So anytime a Naughty Dog game was on the shelf, and you had a PlayStation, it's like, of course you're gonna buy it. I mean, what the hell's wrong with you? I mean, who the
Yeah.
hell went and got a PS3 and didn't play The Last of Us? It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Glad I
That
found
is
that
true.
power,
Even
eh?
my brother planned to buy that shit, but at some point before he got rid of his.
But maybe not in the way you're thinking.
Shit.
It's like buying a PlayStation and the ones that came with Uncharted. Oh, I don't play Uncharted. Then why the fuck do you have a PlayStation?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely doesn't make any sense.
True.
Once more, disgusting.
Shit, I know probably one of the first games I played was The Last of Us when I got my PS3. Aside from Grand Theft Auto 5, that is.
Yep.
Okay.
Sure, in reverse.
You're welcome.
Ah, Salah versus the tiger.
You seem like a fair fight.
Salah won, actually. He was protecting his guru and killed the animal in one blow. It's where the name Hoi Salah comes from. Hoi, meaning strike, in their language.
Well, I'll learn something new today.
There'll be a quiz later.
No, 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 no! Oh! Razor, you okay?
Yep. Come on in.
That might be
What's
something
fine?
to do today.
I mean, don't drink it.
Now what?
Well, I gotta join a new party.
Yeah, I'll do that right now too.
Alright.
Indeed.
They've left their climbing gear.
It should come in handy.
We apologize for the technical difficulties, people. Brian just had to start playing with himself, and therefore our
That was
connection
your
got.
PlayStation, sir. Not me. I had shit to do with that. That's all you.
Oh, that's all your fault.
No, your PlayStation just hates you.
No, it has nothing to do with my PlayStation.
Yeah, it did.
Y'all too much.
Shit. Don't blame me for your PlayStation being on its shit. When are you gonna get that fixed, man? Have a talk with it. Oh, snap, underwater level.
Under. Did you really just say underwater level? This isn't Zelda.
I'm like just playing fucking Mario.
Seriously though. Yeah, you know, if I dive a little bit more underwater, I'll see the Zoras. Definitely.
Might even turn into a fish.
Exactly.
You trying to be the Little Mermaid? Shit.
Maybe Ruta might be down here too.
You know what?
I want them found.
You just... Oof. Maybe, you know, Prince Sidon will be waiting for you.
Shit, I hope so.
Oh, God.
Nigga, don't hug me. We don't know each other like that. What the hell's wrong with you? Well, just try to hug me. Then you must not get attention from women, don't you?
Get the fuck off.
Hey man, if I know I'm about to die, shit, I might as well cop a few. Why the fuck not?
Be like, let me grab a handful of cheek.
Might as well.
Yeah. Get a good firm squeeze too. Cause you know it's gonna be your last.
You okay?
Slightly dead, but I'm good.
Good. Let's keep moving.
And here comes my favorite part of the whole game.
Oh my.
I'm being sarcastic, by the way.
Okay, let's see what this does. That statue moved.
Wow. Let's see how this goes. Well, I'll be going to hell.
Okay, well these puzzles, it's really just you trying to get to the other side without trying to get hit by that giant axe. And there's 3 of these, and this is the easiest one. So first time I tried to do these, I almost lost my shit. So, see? And you get hit by them. So you'd have to go all the way back and go again.
You alright? Yeah, all in a day's work.
Damn.
It's definitely not that troublesome, honestly.
That was close.
I mean, I kind of remember how to go about it, but then sometimes I do forget, and I'm like, oh,
Alright.
well, fuck.
I think I did it. Come on over.
Nadine always has it easy, bitch.
Did I get you?
No.
I love Chloe. I just want to know, how the hell does Chloe's phone survive through all that water and shit? The fuck kind of phone does she have?
Okay, what if this is a thing now, bruh?
Some bullshit. I want her phone.
You can get one. Waterproofing is a
That's
thing.
like the 2 major phone conspiracies in gaming. It's like Uncharted Lost Legacy and then Final Fantasy 15.
Facts. I swear.
Yeah.
I don't know how everything is destroyed. The regalia is destroyed. So their fucking friendship at one point is destroyed, but the phone intact, full battery in that bitch. I'm like, what? What the hell's going on here?
I'm convinced they're powered by those fucking crystals, and I'm convinced that waterproofing is somehow just, you know, well, no, They probably just have a spell up there protecting them.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah, it's Final Fantasy. I can expect that shit.
Fucking Noctis.
Roads. Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Oh my god. That? What the fuck did you just do? Honestly, that Assassin's Festival is still one of the best things ever. I really thought it was gonna be some bullshit, but I was like, oh, no, it's not.
No shade.
I missed that band.
That was not the right one to go to. I totally forgot this one.
Shit.
I think I remember.
You know, for some reason, it's kind of refreshing to know that there's a part, you know, that makes you think in this.
Well,
Potential.
well, Uncharted puzzles have always been that way. So it's not really all that surprising that there's a puzzle like this that makes you, like, think a lot on how to move around it.
Mm-hmm.
Figured we'd have one more to go. How did you know that? Everything always comes in threes. Huh? Okay.
And this one was a bitch the first few times. And here we go.
Well, that one this side. Okay, so far so good. Halfway there. Let's see. Almost there.
Actually surprised I remembered that one.
Jesus.
No, I had actually went a completely different route.
Really? I tried going straight the first time, like not even taking a turn, but I realized I kept dying that way, so I was like, let's try to do it another way.
Weird smell. Death. Smelled like death. I was thinking mildew. Definitely death. Let's make an axe. Oh, what the hell? That's not fair. Nice to see you, Shiva.
Come on, let's get the server and done with.
Yep.
Shit! See? I told you it was dangerous. You hurt?
It's my dignity.
Here we go.
Baby water.
Maybe.
Now that's three.
No.
You're pretty good at this whole treasure hunting thing.
I'm a quick study.
You say something?
One question.
Yeah, I said, oh, Nadine. She was like, oh, you know. She was like, is anything okay? She was like, oh, you know, my dignity. And she just laughs at
Why
her.
are you so sneaky?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Good old classic Nadine.
My partner turns my own men against me. My lieutenant makes off with the bounty. Nathan and Samuel Drake get off scot-free, and you're asking why I won't show them.
Yeah.
I love how Chloe's just not afraid of Nadine in any way.
Who's on my watch?
Yeah.
Unless you're on my watch.
Like, Chloe done seen some shit, apparently.
Yeah, but, you know, as soon as Sam saw Nadine, he was like, oh shit.
I mean, you know she had balls to actually try to pull some shit like that, knowing their history. You know, and bringing both of them to the mix like that. It's like, man, you gotta have some kind of nerve to do something like that.
That is facts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've had my fair share of screw-ups. You just have to move on.
I don't like it.
No one does that. Let's head back to the car.
You know, Nadine's not afraid to get her dick.
Glad we don't have to go back the way we came. I would have made you dodge the axes.
Mm.
Phone survives through mud, still alive. Makes no fucking sense.
Right.
Makes me so damn salty. Had that been my phone, just the humidity would have fucking turned off that bitch.
That bitch sounds fragile.
No, I'm just gonna assume their phones just have some kind of warranty plan that makes them indestructible.
Kick-ass reputation.
Waterproofing is something they already probably have. 'Cause that's a fucking thing with most phones nowadays.
Honestly, though,
Indeed.
it's actually nice working with a woman for a change. Too right.
Plus, they're thieves. They probably got that top-of-the-line illegal upgraded shit that's not even out in fucking all the countries and shit.
What did you do? Broke both his legs.
Seems like this hasn't even been shelved yet, not until 2020. It's still experimental and it's a prototype. Don't break it.
Can't you just walk away? Be done with Shoreline?
I was born into it. I don't have a choice.
Oh, there's always a choice.
Jesus Christ.
Yep, coming.
There we go.
And here we are.
Yep, this is the way to chapter 5 of the game.
Nadine kinda got some hips on her.
Nadine fine as fuck. She was just, you know, a headache in Uncharted 4, but Nadine's always been fine.
I could just see her as the one that's the dominant one.
Looks like they put up a good fight.
She's like, she's not afraid to get that dick and slate those urges every now and then.
Can you actually imagine a man trying to be dominant with Nadine? Poor bastard get his balls twisted.
That carving is an exact match for the discs.
Jesus.
So what does that mean?
I don't know yet.
She probably fuck you into the bed. Jeez.
Sounds kind of hot.
You know,
I'm down for it.
Shit.
Be like have Nadine fuck you right into the bed to the point where the damn, what is it? The thing is hitting against the wall.
Dude, go big or go home. Shit. Fuck it.
Shit, wild sex is my forte. Fuck you, man.
Shit. If she's gonna crush some poor guy's hips by riding the fuck out of him, I don't see any man complaining. Unless you're fragile as fuck.
Shit.
Why you think it's called crush?
Exactly.
Taking it all in.
You know, Chloe's just gonna do some shit that's gonna make you ooh.
Chloe will seduce the living fuck out of you. Meanwhile, Nadine would just be like straight out blunt with it.
Nadine will bang the living shit out of you.
Fucking with Nadine will be like actual warfare.
Exactly.
Like you're actually trying to kill the fuck out of each other. It's like
rough, angry sex.
Extreme foreplay.
Yeah.
Life or death type shit.
She'll be like, how you gonna get out of this? I'll be like, shit.
I'm saying better have life insurance soon.
Doesn't it look like there's a dam or something?
Dick better have life insurance.
I'm just saying.
She was like, you know, this pussy will fuck up your world, son. I was like, fuck it up then.
I think her hands will fuck you up more.
It's not wear and tear.
I would like to get choked by
Shit.
Nadine.
Right?
Fuck that.
Maybe it was a watchtower?
Hmm.
Let's have a vision.
And when she was choking the shit out of Nate, and he talking about his safe word was mango.
I have heard about this place for so
That was one of the
long.
best scenes in Uncharted 4.
Well, we know what she likes to do. Shit.
Oh my god. That was seriously the best. I had totally forgotten about that.
Send it to me.
He really said fucking mango.
He really said mangoes, yeah. That shit was so funny.
Can't work a computer. Just take the picture. Show it to him in person then.
Safe word.
Just a few decades too late.
Oh, I don't have one of them.
Look, oh, God, please, no.
That's fine.
Should we, head over to Hollywood?
I loved the scenery in this chapter. It's fucking amazing.
Austin, the engineers.
Ja.
Their work still stands. But their
Damn, that
maybe
waterfall.
their king should have used their wealth to protect
Chapter
his people
5, the Great
instead
Battle.
of fighting time.
On the stairs down. What's left of it, right? Any thoughts how we get up to the front?
Did you bring the helicopter?
Left it at home.
Then I guess we're climbing.
Left it at home. I can love how Nadine has her sassiness too.
Okay, ready?
It has to.
Indeed,
It works
but
so perfect.
I was expecting her to be like a little more like straight-laced in this game, just like Uncharted 4, but then when I realized that she even has a sense of humor, I'm like, God, that just makes it work so much better.
It's priceless.
The way up.
It really is.
Up we go then.
Well, unless she wasn't exactly completely stoic, even back in Uncharted 4 when they were in Italy for the auction, and she was like dressed up and had like makeup on and all this. I was like, wow, she actually looks really attractive. Until
Indeed.
she started throwing hands, and I was like, okay,
That's until you realize, oh shit, she's ahead of this,
yeah,
like,
it's like, yeah, I'm not turned on no more. I'm scared for my life now.
Like, oh fuck, she's not hot no more.
I'm keeping my dick in my pants, fuck that.
Yeah, that shit just dipped out.
You keep asking me that.
Shit.
I mean, I like being intimate, but this shit is on a whole nother level right here.
Definitely not safe, by the way.
Feel like this a little bit too rough. Fuck, I need my mango.
Yeah.
This is some Fear Factor type shit.
Fear factor.
You say you'd have to be pretty ballsy, you know, to even attempt to go up to Nadine in any kind of flirty way.
I didn't. I just said to Nish was
Imagine being blunt with her.
I think she'd appreciate the bluntness, but you know, I'd be scared for my life because I don't know how she'd respond.
He's also a lord of good
And of course, Victor was actually able to pull it off to an extent. Got her laughing and all kinds. She even got him a drink. And I was just like, what the hell is Victor able to do this shit?
Exactly.
That boy is studying the miracle.
Indeed.
That's that Sully magic, man. It's just one of a kind.
Sully was very seasoned where women were concerned.
Oh yeah.
You having fun out there? You know it. Amazing. Fun, right? good way or bad? You're doing great, China.
I'll be doing better when we get to the car.
Surprised you haven't seen Saab yet. Knock on wood.
I was around. Doctor see him up here.
Why is that?
He doesn't have the stones to climb this high.
She would know.
I take it the Saab wasn't really that good in the set.
I don't think so either.
I think I see a place we can swing over to the crown. Just a little farther to go. What? Oh, thank you.
Hurry up and climb. I'm slipping.
Worth it?
Another view. Wow.
This whole game is just views.
It is. It's amazing.
How do we get off this thing?
Okay. Easy does it. Really? When are you going to be back again? Don't jinx this. It's our way in. Courtesy of the Persian army. Wow, nice shot.
Persians must have had a trebuchet.
Trebuchet? Can't you just say catapult like a normal person?
A trebuchet is a type of catapult. It can handle heavier projectiles, like this one, and fling them long distances.
Right. You learned that in the military training?
I looked it up on Wikipedia, like a normal person.
Oh, I love their conversations.
Incredible. It's our old friends, Parashurama and Ganesh. Well, when the Hindu gods aren't off fighting demons, they're sometimes fighting each other. I guess it's not really his style. Guess they didn't expect the Persians to drop into the bar.
You'd think after 2 fire invasions that we could take anything.
Or they just never thought they'd be defeated.
There we go.
Through here. Hey, look. Armaments. You were right, didn't you?
Oh, hell no. My fat ass would have got stuck in these places.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Hey, another one of these doors. Now let's see. Oh, good. This one actually works. There we go. Nice to get some light.
There's like a crypt in here.
Crypts and burials aren't really a Hindu thing. They generally favor cremation. It's a beautiful ceremony. Antiyishti. Sanskrit for last sacrifice.
Sacrifice?
The idea is our bodies are merely borrowed vehicles and you're returning it so that others might benefit.
It's a lovely sentiment. You know, these poor bastards.
Hey, up here. What the hell?
This was it. The final stand.
save their empire. Right. Their loss is our gain.
So we gotta have this discussion. Is Chloe top 5 all time when it comes to video game ass?
Facts.
Yes.
Nadine, can you lend a hand with this chap? Sure.
Who else would be in the top 5?
Laura Croft, obviously.
Definitely. A2.
Oh, that's a fucking definite too.
Shit, A2's ass. Amazing.
It's even bigger than 2B's too.
And it actually bounces a little bit if you look at it like from really up close. Excellent. I spent so many hours just looking at her ass from like different angles when I first played as her.
Shit.
I
did that.
I really did. I was like, I had no shame. I need it. I was like, man, y'all over here talking about 2B. I'm like, did y'all not get through the game enough to look at A2? Come on.
For real.
Like 2B's fine and all, but she ain't got nothing on A2.
Oh, that's different.
She really don't.
What is all this? If I had a guess, I'd say it's some kind of lock mechanism.
Yeah, this is a shadow puzzle.
That door.
Oh.
Okay, on the left.
I actually remember how to do this one, so this one's not a trouble anymore.
And on the right.
No, that's good.
Shutting off the meshes husks.
Wait, with the X?
I remember I tried to get my delusional ass see my friend to play near, and she still wants to call it weeb shit.
She can, you know, catch this whole ass fade. That's what she
Yeah,
can
she
do.
can.
Fuck that hoe.
Yeah, she can catch these weave hands.
Shit.
These weeb hands don't lie.
Shit, I remember I tried to get her into Persona 5 the way Gary did, and I was like, she actually was gonna play it, but she was like, oh no, is it on PC? And I'm like, get a goddamn PS4, play with letters, and just play it. Damn. It's not on PC, she won't play it.
Oh, she's one of those, huh?
Yes, it's annoying. I get that one has their specific console and shit like that, but I mean, come on, man. Even one of your siblings has a PS4. Use that to your advantage. Because Persona was a must-play game, and so was Nier. And she was like, oh no, it's too weeby. Then one of her friends said, you need to play Nier. It's a great game. It's just like, ugh.
Again,
like,
she can catch these hands.
She can stand up.
But I mean, it is true. JRPG games are a niche game. If you don't appreciate the culture of anime and Japanese storytelling, you're not gonna like Persona and you're not gonna like Nier. So
yeah,
there's no point in even trying to fake and act like that you actually enjoy it. You know, it's better just to avoid it. You know, that's kind of how I.
See, that wasn't even a problem either. This is a very good mechanic too, by the way. But it's like, the only thing that literally prevented the chick from playing it was the fact that, oh no, it's not a PC game like My Sims. That's all she fucking plays.
That's supposed to happen?
And she calls herself a gamer.
Just don't get us killed.
Well, PC gamers are very, you know, touchy. They're like, if it's not PC, they're not playing on anything else.
Yeah, that's exactly how she is.
Yeah, that's how my friend is.
Everyone also, they have certain genres they enjoy playing. You know, that doesn't necessarily mean that she's not a gamer because she doesn't play Nier or Persona. Like saying, like, I won't touch Call of Duty because I don't give a fuck about first-person shooters.
I can go ahead and say that, but at the same time, she's kind of denying herself. And it's like she has somebody who has a console that they'll let them use. You know, I would use that, you know, if they were okay with it.
I don't know if none of this makes any
Shit.
sense.
But she doesn't want to do that because she thinks, oh no, it's just a waste of time. I'm like, really?
Well,
I think
then that's, you know, her loss. If she enjoys what she enjoys, then good for her, you know, but sadly she is missing out on two good games. But at the same time, can't force people to, you know, appreciate something the way you do.
Exactly. Boy, the king built
They had to
this
come into that on their own.
city, and it was a
Yep.
wonderful target for the Persians.
I remember when I showed her.
And the old
You know, the
capital
funny
was
thing is,
Scotland.
I showed her 2B, and she was like, "Why is she dressed like that?" And I'm like,
To protect
"That's the style of the game." And she's like, "It looks tacky," and I'm like, "You're not finna disrespect my girl's dress. You're not."
at all.
Yeah.
Well, she kind of already did, but continue.
It's definitely not supposed
Then
to
I showed her
happen.
A2, and she was like, "She's hot," and I'm like, "So 2B ain't hot, dude?" That dress is just ugly. And I'm like, "You're ugly about this."
2B's dress is not ugly. I don't know what the fuck she talking about.
That's what I'm saying. That shit is pretty. It's like, it's well done. Maybe she just didn't like the fact that it was black and white, but that's kind of the theme of the damn game. You know what she told her? She told me, she was like, "Oh no, I'm into survival games." I was like, "Okay, then go and buy Horizon. That's the perfect game for you then."
She should buy Doom. That's the perfect game for her. She should buy Doom. Shit. She wants survival? You gon' get survival.
Next time I talk to her again, I will recommend that
Tell
shit
her to
to
go and
her.
play Dark Souls 3. That's on PC.
Bloodborne. She gon' die.
Well, Bloodborne's only on PlayStation, but yeah, tell her to play Dark Souls 3.
Doom
Tell me.
and Dark Souls.
Let's see how that works out for her. She's in the survival.
I will do that. I will do just that. Shit.
Do it.
Damn, Chloe's ass looks good. What?
Wasn't there a huge waterfall here?
But yeah, I'm gonna do just that. She was like, I need it. Or she just like, I need a game to play. They're like, why are you gonna ask me when all the shit you wanna play is not even on the shit you play?
What is China in there from the falls?
Did we do this just now?
Well, technically I did.
Cocky. Okay. Sorry if I got too close to the bone.
No, you two would have got on like a house on fire. He was also so really stubborn, dickhead. No, none of this could have possibly gone unnoticed.
Dickhead.
Definitely. Well, a sarcastic asshole. Okay, I think I might stop here because there's still quite some to go in chapter 5, and I'm not in the mood to be doing that part right now. I definitely think I'll stop here. I think I've done enough.
Bruh, look at the fucking comment.
I don't speak animal, but hi.
What the fuck?
I think they're talking to you, Brian.
Fuck no.
Hey, that's how y'all speak in Wilson. Y'all speak animal. You should be fluent.
What you want me to be like, oink oink nigga? Oinky
Like-
oinky and all that good shit?
Oh my god.
You know one thing that fucks with me is that the last boss of Persona was a Piggytron. You know what?
Oh lord. I'm so done.
A big metal robotic pig called the Piggytron. You know what? Just the name. Why, Lord?
Oh
You
lord.
could have skipped Piggly Wiggly if you wanted to, nigga.
I could, shit.
Brian, they're talking to you.
No.
Bro, my mouth.
I think this stream needs to come to an end
It
because
needs to end because this is some shit.
I I'm not into animal foreplay.
I'm not here for this, fam. This is some
Uh,
extra shit. I'll literally
yeah.
wonder how do we get these comments? Who finds this shit
It's
and decides to
YouTube.
comment
Come
it?
on. You always find weirdos in YouTube. It's the internet.
That is true, sadly.
But yeah, I think we'll stop this stream here and I'll continue this
So they flooded their
next
city
weekend.
to protect their secrets.
Because
Hmm.
Soldiers need
it only
always
gets
use their
better
people.
from here anyway,
Honesty is
so.
not always the best policy.
Hmm.
That's true. You need your people behind you 100%. So you
So
think
yeah,
Assad's keeping his men in the dark?
it was definitely fun we're playing this again.
Glad y'all showed it to me.
Indeed. I'm glad you got an
Hmm.
insight on it, so.
Hmm.
Yep. So we're gonna go ahead and get out of here next next weekend. Jay's gonna finish up Uncharted Lost Legacy. Guess we'll
Yeah.
do that
Yeah, I'll do that.
Saturday, and then I guess Sunday we'll do the survival horde mode because I'll go ahead and get PlayStation Plus, and then we'll
Nice.
go ahead and team up and do that, and we'll do that Sunday.
Awesome. That'll be fun.
All right, everyone. You guys have a good night, and come check us out next weekend, and we'll do it all over again.
Alright.
Good night.
Yeah.